Plate to the mound and talk about Shohei Ohtani, who certainly has been someone who's put this team on his back in a time of need. And tonight was one of those nights. We tell you about how important he's been, but he loves throwing against these Seattle Mariners. He is 2-0 in 3 starts, now 4-0 in 3 starts, and he came out dealing early in this one.
And as we said early, don't discount the fact that Ichiro's at that ballpark.
Yes.
And he's rising to the occasion against a team that he grew up watching because Ichiro was on that team. And that was the highlight in his home country. But today, he was the highlight because his slider that was going out of the zone like a Frisbee and his split that was going straight down as soon as it got to that hitting area made him, with the accompaniment of a 97-mile-an-hour fastball, made him almost unhittable tonight. Yes, Shohei is really good, and I think he's just hitting his stride. His conditioning, his preparation, his experience of this season, it has all come together, and he's pitching and hitting as well as he ever has.
Well, the roof was open in Seattle, and at a time when the first inning started, we're like, wait a second, is the wind blowing his pitches around? No, that was a Frisbee slider. He had his stuff, as I mentioned, working good early on. The one thing he didn't have working was getting the calls from the home plate umpire. Jesse Winkler was up. We're going to show you at bat right now. He had an opportunity to get out of the first inning with 13 pitches. He would have to throw 10 more because of this call.
Yeah, there's one there on the upside of the strike zone that the whole ball seems to be in the box. And then he throws one right at the bottom of the strike zone. That half of the ball seemed to be in the box. So afterwards, Shohei, in his very polite way, went over and said, hey, I think you were right about that, but next time I throw one that's close, do you call it for a strike? He said, so desu ne.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what, though, that was something that was important because he would end up getting the calls the rest of the night, but you made the call. Those 10 pitches he had to throw after he didn't get those calls, that could have been another inning for Shohei, but thank goodness the bullpen came through as you take your first time out here on Angels Live Post Game from our Santa Monica